we're going to look at a number of these different problems associated with some of the things that you guys observed in Part A and Part B of this lab. And we're going to kind of do some hypotheticals. What if a person had different genotypes? What phenotype is possible to be expressed within the offspring? So we'll spend a little bit of time going through a few of these, walking through each one and seeing if we can figure out the possible genotypes and therefore phenotypes that an offspring would have based on parents having certain traits. Alright, so in man, the gene for brown eyes is dominant over its corresponding recessive gene or allele for blue eyes. A homozygous brown-eyed woman married a blue-eyed man. If you are homozygous, you are a brown-eyed woman, what is your genotype? If you're homozygous, what is it? You're homozygous. So what's homozygous mean? The same or different? The same. Homozygous means the same. So if it's the same and the woman is brown-eyed, she's homozygous, the same, brown-eyed, what is her genotype? Go ahead, Mr. Rudy. Both going to be capital letters. In this case, we do big B, representing brown eyes. And she marries a blue-eyed man. What do we know if we say that brown eyes is the dominant allele, which is therefore big B? What is the genotype for the male if he's blue-eyed? What is the genotype for the male if he's blue-eyed? Jalen? Little b, little b. Okay? What possible gametes can the offspring get from dad? What possible gametes can the offspring get from dad? Remember, the gametes are the sex cells, the sperm and the egg. So what, with the sperm and the egg, what for blue eyes, what gametes or what alleles can that gamete have for dad? There's only one possibility. Mr. Koblenz? What allele can they get from dad? What does dad have? Dad gives a gamete, but we need to know what allele for blue eyes does dad have? What allele can dad give? What does dad have to give? What eye color does dad have? Blue eye. So what allele does he have to give? He can only give the allele for blue eyes. He doesn't carry the allele for brown eyes. So he can only give, dad can only give a little b. What about mom? What can mom give? Mom can give the brown-eyed allele, uppercase B. That's the only thing mom can give. Okay? So the first filial, the progeny, generation F1, what do all of the offspring of the F1 cross have to be? We can do this inside of our Punnett Square to try to make it easier. Mom is big B, dad is little b, we do our Punnett Square. Big B comes down, big B comes across. Big B down, little b across. Big B, big B, little b. The genotype for all of their offspring, every single one of them. There is not a single one that is going to be anything different than heterozygous. So the genotype for all the offspring are big B, little b. What is the phenotype that is going to be expressed based on the fact that all of them are going to have a genotype big B, little b? They are all going to be brown-eyed. Okay. We know that dad can only give little b because that's all he has to give as far as his genotype. Mom can only give big B because that's all she has for the alleles to give to her offspring. Okay? Let's look at number 2. In humans, a pair of corresponding genes or alleles show the following relationship in the paired zygotic condition. So the zygotic condition would be just the zygote, the offspring. The homozygous state. 2 genes for curly hair gives you curly hair. 2 genes for straight hair gives you straight hair. Or you end up with the heterozygous state. 1 gene for curly, 1 gene for straight. This is a case of what geneticists call incomplete dominance. A blending of the genes result in a new phenotypic expression. The one prior to this was complete dominance. Now we have incomplete dominance. Using the genetic format diagrammed above, show the progeny of the following crosses. Remember, progeny again is the offspring. So, we need to record this on the next page, but we want to look at curly hair and curly hair and wavy hair, curly hair and straight hair, wavy hair and wavy hair, wavy hair, straight hair, straight hair, straight hair. So let's flip over the next page. So I'm going to use the letter C to help start with this. And we're actually going to use uppercase C, and we're going to do curly hair to begin with. You might want to write curly hair on there, just so that then you know what the phenotype is. And I like to be able to identify my lowercase c, and so when I do my lowercase c, I usually turn it into a cent sign so I can easily see that that lowercase c is a lowercase c. Alright, so we might need to do some boxes on the side here, some Punnett squares on the side. If I have curly hair, one parent has curly hair, the other parent has curly hair, and we do a cross for that. Maybe build yourself a Punnett square to help with this. We've got curly hair, curly hair, curly hair, curly hair alleles. All of the offspring end up with uppercase C, right? So what will the offspring, the F1 generation, the offspring are all going to have what? They're all going to have curly hair. So our F1 generation, everyone is going to be uppercase C, and their phenotype is all going to be curly. Alright, let's look at B. The parents, the P1 generation, they have uppercase C, and that is curly, right? And then we have uppercase C, lowercase c, because that one was asking for us to identify curly hair and wavy hair. So wavy hair is incomplete. Even though we end up with a situation where we have an uppercase C in the parent and a lowercase c, one's not dominant over the other. So you get a mixing of the two traits. So instead of having curly hair, this parent has wavy hair, somewhere in between straight hair and curly hair. One is not dominant over the other one. So we end up with wavy hair. What gametes can this parent give? What gamete does this parent have to give? Or what allele in the gamete does it have to give? I guess would be a better way of saying that. The only thing that parent has to give is what? Uppercase C. That's the only thing parent has to give. So the only thing the parent can give is uppercase C. What about this parent over here? What about the parent with uppercase C, lowercase c? What can they give? Miss Thompson, what can they give? Either of them. So it's uppercase C or lowercase c. So we need to figure out, what does our F1 generation look like? So I'm going to create a Punnett Square over here. And we've got one parent that is big C, the other parent is wavy hair, so they have big C, little c. So we do our Punnett Square. Uppercase C comes down, uppercase C comes across. Uppercase C comes across, lowercase c comes down, uppercase down, uppercase across, lowercase c down, uppercase c across. Okay, we've done our Punnett Square. What is the possibility for the offspring now? What's the possibility for the offspring of this cross? We've got two boxes that are uppercase C, right? What phenotype is that? Curly hair. We've got two boxes that are uppercase C, lowercase c. What phenotype is that? Wavy hair, right? So for our F1 generation, 50% of them are uppercase C, which is wavy hair. And the other 50% is uppercase C, lowercase c, which is going to be wavy hair. So these two people have a 50% chance of having a child that has curly hair and a 50% chance of having a child that is wavy hair. Let's go down to the next one, C. For part C, it wants us to do a cross for curly hair and straight hair. Straight hair, we're gonna call lowercase c, lowercase c. Curly hair, uppercase C, uppercase c. So the parents. The parents have curly hair, so we have uppercase C, and the parents are going to, that parent has curly hair. Then there's a straight hair parent, which is lowercase c, lowercase c. What allele does the parent with uppercase C have to give to its offspring? Only an uppercase C, right? So they only have the allele for curly hair. What about lowercase c, lowercase c? What allele do they have to give? Miss Goldman, what allele do they have to give? All they have is a lowercase c to give, right? So they can only give a lowercase c. Alright, our F1 generation. Let's do a Punnett Square to see what our F1 generation is going to look like. So I build my Punnett Square. I've got uppercase C from one parent, lowercase c from the other parent. I do my cross. Uppercase C comes down, lowercase c comes across. Uppercase C down, lowercase across. And I keep building my Punnett Square. What are the offspring going to be for this genetic cross? All of the offspring are going to have uppercase C, lowercase c. Therefore, they are all going to have wavy hair. Right, Heather? So all of the offspring, 100% of the offspring are uppercase C, lowercase c. Therefore, they all have wavy hair. Homework for tonight. I would like you for your homework tonight to finish D, E, and F. Finish D, E, and F as homework tonight.